love me. I think they love me now. I think they love me.
Who do you see when you look at me?
I think they love me.
'Cause I do not recognize the man inside the mirror. They feast on my dreams. I'm not who I seem to be. And somehow I lost myself along the way. Losing my sanity over strangers. When they see your wounds, it gets dangerous. Can I be myself? Is it safe yet? Yeah. Or should I hide my lies and keep on running? Take my chances, all unknowing. I smile, but life is misery. I hide my pain in this melody. They see my scars and all run from me. I don't know what they want from me. Can I find peace? It would be fun to see me. Can I love myself? Can I love myself? Can I love myself? Can I love myself? Can I love myself?
I think they love me. I think they love me.
Trapped inside this maze, it's amazing. My phone's off, so don't call me crazy. I'll show you what you want to see from me. But do you know me? I let the likes in the gram, it controls me. It's like the lights in the camera can know me. Yeah. One day I'll find my identity. For now, losing my sanity over strangers. When they see your wounds, it gets dangerous. Can I be myself? Is it safe yet? Yeah. Or should I hide my lies and keep on running? Take my chances, all unknowing. I smile, but life is misery. I hide my pain in this melody. They see my scars and all run from me. I don't know what they want from me.
Yeah, I bet on myself. Yeah, I bet on myself.
Yeah, I bet on myself. Yeah, I bet on myself. I don't need you, I do it myself. Yeah, I bet on myself.
I bet on myself.
Yeah, I bet on myself. Okay, dream so big that they think I'm crazy. Let out the beast, no, they can't tame me. Don't play with me, better mind your business. I cannot stop now, I ain't finished. I'ma keep on going till I got that. Okay, the way that I'ma do it, they can't top that. No way. Critics trying to hate, but I don't talk back, I know that. Plotting on the kid with the bull, tell him all that. I'm the one that I'ma gamble on, I ramble on. I'm about to get my ramble on. And I'm the one they really couldn't get a handle on. Then when they see the nigga money,
Gabagoo. Oh man, ladies and gentlemen, I feel like it's been a minute, but the designated Spittaz are back, baby, and the Yankees are coming off a series win. Yankees are still in first place. I'm happy to say that. And I got my brother back with me. What's up, fam?
We here, baby. We here, baby. Back in full
Oh, we
Ready
back
for
in
this,
full
I got
effect.
the jersey on.
Oh, she's pissed, bro. My God,
I mean-
she is pissed.
How could I watch that beautiful vlog of this once in a lifetime event and
Bro.
not go and feel nostalgic and say, you know what, I'm gonna throw it on. You know what I mean? I'm gonna throw on the whole vibe from that day. I was gonna put the shades on, but I was like, I don't know if I can see through them at this time of night. So let me I'm getting older. I'm getting older, so I didn't do it.
I'll be honest, man. Little bit of you know, a little teary-eyed Pete come the end of that. Got a
Same.
little choked up.
Same.
Got
I
a
got
little choked up at the
I got a
end
little
there,
choked
man.
up myself. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I think
Beautiful.
listening, I mean, obviously listening to My Way, Frank Sinatra at this point is always
good.
kind of gonna tug at the heartstrings just because of that last promo with Jeter. I think that shit is gonna be etched in my mind forever. But seeing that with as the backdrop for the photos from the event was special. I mean,
Oh yeah.
just because you can, like, you see the I mean, and shouts out to John Brophy. I did not do that, and I'd be remiss if I did not shout out to Brophy. Obviously, shout out to the wonderful MVP. I mean, with the two of them kind of working in tandem, right? That's a tag team that no other team in the business can boast. I mean, when you got the
Facts.
two of them on a project, bro, you are gonna come out with something beautiful in terms of like the content that you get from it.
Yep.
And just seeing those pictures, bro, and seeing, you know, like I said, listening to the music, I got a little choked up because I said, damn, like, Every time I see something like that, bro, I just think back to like 2018. I don't know why, but I just think I always go all the way back to 2018. I'm like, just like, damn, right, bro. Did you ever think? Did you ever think it was gonna be that? You know what I mean? And we're still going. Like this is
No,
nothing.
we're still
Yeah.
going, and damn, I mean, we're really like now we're legitimately going with the news now that we're gonna be in a little nice little studio next season, and we're
Yes,
gonna
sir.
be together doing DS and
Yes, sir.
together doing Bronx and Nothing game season lives and all that fun stuff. It's gonna be really exciting. So a lot of really good things coming here for NYYU. That I tell you what, man, everybody should be extremely excited for, man. We got a lot of great things happening, and the New York Yankees looked like there for a minute they were going to have some really bad things happening because today's game was one of those games where it was just 2-1, and it felt like this game has a chance of actually ending 2-1. And I was like, man, like I know we got this whole little June swoon thing all the time and every damn year, and the Yankees all of a sudden play great ball to begin the year, then they just tail off and they play 500 to below 500 baseball for like a month and a half. And Jazz Chisholm comes out with a huge triple. Yankees take the lead. You don't look back. The Yankees end up winning the series. And for a team that people want to talk about, oh yeah, you guys are bragging. That's a couple of messages. Oh, you guys are bragging because you beat the Orioles. No, we're not bragging. We beat the Orioles. We're happy we beat the Orioles. We should beat the Orioles. That's what we're saying.
They're in our division though. Like
True.
You kind of got to beat. And they beat us. They took a series from us early in the year. So you're damn if you do, damn if you don't. What are you supposed to do?
Yeah.
Not say
Facts.
anything? Like,
No, you got to say it. And at the end of the day, we won. I'm happy we won. The Yankees currently right now, as you guys look at the standings, 2.5 up. It was 1.5. Now it's 2.5 as Tampa did lose today. Just everybody in the East lost their last game. So the Yankees gaining a game on everybody, of course. Boston 6 games out. Toronto 4 out. Tampa 2.5 out. Yankees 3-7 over their last 10, but they have won 2 in a row. And let's hope that now the Yankees could get on a little bit of a roll. They will be playing Cincinnati next. We'll talk about that here momentarily. But Francis, we do got to talk about this team a little bit here with the Yankees. I know you've been gone, but I know you've been paying attention to what's going on with the club and all that. But I'm still very excited about this club.
yeah.
But everybody's asking me now, what about the lineup? Should they get a pitcher? What should they do? And I'm still sitting here going, I'm not concerned about the Yankees pitching. The rotation.
The rotation. Okay.
The rotation.
Yeah.
The bullpen I'm concerned about. Because even with today's game, which I'm not saying this was, playoff games go how today's game went. You could have a 2-1 game, very, very late, scary moments and all that. Fernando Cruz was one guy pointed out today. First and second, nobody out, came and he struck out the side. That's what Fernando Cruz does.
Big time.
That's who he is. But don't you think we need one more of those guys along with him in the bullpen that can really just miss bats?
1,000%. I think we've been on this since the outset of the season with the bullpen. I think it's clear as day. You need a guy to come in, a setup man, a specialty guy who comes in and kind of plays off of what Cruz gives you. Cruz is finesse, right? Yeah. You know what that splitter does? Like it's nasty, it's disgusting. 81 miles an hour, 82, 80, like that's where it's coming in. It's a lethal pitch, right? Movement wise. You need somebody to balance off of that. I would say preferably a left-hander who throws gas would go really nicely.
Can I ask you something?
Mm-hmm.
Gregory Soto?
I mean, you know what I'm saying? He's a friend of the U. You know what I'm saying? He's a friend of the U. We ran into him a couple years ago.
He's having a decent year. Like when I saw him today out there, I'm like, Baltimore kind of sucks ass. I mean, that ain't going to take a lot to get a guy like Gregory Soto. I mean, would they want to trade him within division? I don't know. But again, guys, we're shitballing here. We're just talking about, I agree with Francis. I agree with you too, by the way. I agree with that 100%. I will like to get a lefty that can miss bats. He's not having a bad year at all, though. And the one thing about him is there was always the thing about being super wild. He hasn't been overly wild this year. I think it's like 39 innings, 8 or 9 walks, something like that. That's not terrible. That's not like, oh my God, what the hell do you do here? It's not like that. He throws hard too. He misses bats. He can strike batters out. So
yeah, I'm
Could
just
be
saying,
one of those names.
I want when I look at the bullpen and I look at that area of it, I
Yeah.
like the compliment. I like the compliment aspect. So if I'm looking
I
at
like it
Fernando
too.
Cruz, it's like, yeah, well, I just want somebody to compliment him. So he's like a righty, finesse guy who misses bats through finesse. But sometimes you're gonna have a part of the lineup coming up where you're like, do I want to go to that? Or I got, two mashers in there that bat on the other side of the plate. Maybe if I had a lefty that threw gas, I'd want to go to him. It's like, yeah, that's kind of what we're missing right now. It's kind of what we've
Yeah.
been missing for a while. Look at that.
And
I mean,
Soto's
Yeah.
fastball velo averages almost 97 miles an hour. So that's basically right up the alley of what we're talking about here. And let's be honest, I know there's always a chance that Baltimore could get somewhat back into things, but they're pretty far out as it currently stands right now. So
Yeah.
I don't know how likely it is that Baltimore is gonna, pop their head right back in these divisions and get right back in this game and really be competing in the division overall. But Tony Rivera, our good friend with a super chat,
Thank you for being a friend.
he's got that gahabagoo. He says, it was a great day. Add to that the great cause of what y'all did for Stand Up to Cancer. Proud to be a part of this. No doubt about it, brother. It was amazing. I can't wait to next year. Even more so now. I cannot wait to next year. It's going to be even better than what it was. But sticking to the topic of what the Yankees need, I still say it's offense. I think me and you both agree it's a relief pitcher that can miss bats, that you could pair with a guy. Mark Leiter Jr. does it pretty well too. He does strike guys out, not with the nastiest stuff in the world. I'm talking about like, deadly fat. If he misses a spot, it's gonna get creamed.
it's gonna get
laced.
It's gonna get hit back again.
It's gonna get hit.
That's what we're saying. Just
By the
increase
way,
margin for error in the bullpen because right now it's very thin.
Bro, by the way, and this is I'm sorry, this is how my brain works. I'm listening to the vlog. Do you remember what you said during the warm-up celebration? He goes, that's Pete's father, but he wants to beat him like Joe Jackson's kids.
Bro, I'm a wild motherfucker. Listen, man.
I never heard that before. What?
We just had an amazing time. And I liked what you said in the chat. And most of y'all already know this, so it goes without saying. But for those, there's always new people, right? You see, game season brings a lot of new people in, different stuff like that. So I like that you put that out there so people know, like, this is not an act. Ladies and gentlemen.
No, me and you, we can't be together like this, man. It's crazy.
The MVP's in the chat. God bless her, because she'll tell you she spends the most time with the two of us probably than anybody. Literally, nobody spends more time with the two of us together than her. She will tell you, like, this is not, it doesn't happen because the cameras get cut on.
No.
It doesn't happen because 90% of the time, we don't know if she's recording or not. So that's the problem.
Man.
Like, because I might say some shit. I'm like, oh shit, she's recording.
Oh, there's a lot of the vlog that was cut.
Exactly.
There was a lot of them.
That's
There was a lot of it that was cut.
Yeah, it's who we are, and I think that's the vibe. And at the end of the day, that's what you guys come here for, right? That's why you guys do what you do. You like, you subscribe, you share it, like, because the shit is genuine. But bro, yeah, I was wild in the pregame. The pregame
was wild, man. But this is getting back to what we're talking about here. John Brophy says, for what it's worth, I saw a dozen scouts at Yankee Complex games on Friday. None of the regular scouts or teams I see either. So very interesting, as the hot stove is now picking up. The hot stove is coming around, and I'm happy that me and Francis agree. Chat, you guys might think very differently than us, but I'm not a big fan of saying, hey, go out there, get a big starting pitcher. I don't think we necessarily need that. I am with Francis. I want to either, look, if it is a lefty reliever, fair game, great. Gregory Soto actually mentioned during game season today. I was like, you know what? They're out of it. Gregory Soto could fit this bullpen pretty well, but there's a lot of other names out there. Of course, Colorado has a few of those guys, but offense. Also, the Yankees never really lose because of pitching. It's offense.
It's true. Last point on Soto, because we said he's in division. It's a 1-year deal. He's not
correct.
He's not like control. A Baltimore homegrown talent kind of thing. There's no control. They signed him to a 1-year deal for $5 million, I think. Like,
can you get him for like 2 A-ball players? Probably.
Exactly. There's literally nothing. Like, there's no reason for us to sit here and say, well, why would they trade with it, bro? They're in last place, dead last, and the guy's an expiring contract. That's why we're talking about it, because it's not out of the realm of possibility. But yes, your point stands. The Yankees never lose because of pitching, so we should shift to
offense, man. Just talk about, like, we need offense. And the funniest thing is, and I'm happy David Douglas right on time with the super chat.
Thank you for being a friend.
He's got that gahabagoo. He says all this trade talk about the Yankees and Isaiah Kiner-Falefa is bringing up PTSD and hope they don't. Been there, done that. Let me tell you something right now. Don't fucking do it. Don't do it. don't bring Isaiah Kiner-Falefa to this team, man. I'm sorry. But Francis, if that's the type of move this team makes, come on, man. Like, and look, maybe they do a move like that and that just means Peraza goes. I'm okay with that. If he's a backup bench guy, cool, no problem. But I don't want this to be a situation in any way. And again, I'm not saying the Yankees would do this because it probably would be more of a bench. I don't think they would say, hey, we're going to move Jazz back to second base for IKF to play third. I don't think that's the case. I doubt that. But then again, you never know at this club. But I need an impact. Stranger things have happened. But I need impact. I want impact.
No, I'm with you. I think what's missing from this offense so very clearly over the month of June is they need an impact right-handed bat. It's an impact right.
Impact, yeah, that's right.
Volpe had a 3-hit day yesterday, but the month of June has not been kind to him. And I think when you look at him, unfortunately, he's one of the guys who kind of gets singled out because when you look at the right-handed side of the Yankees lineup, you know what you get from Aaron Judge, even though Aaron Judge has struggled a little bit, which is funny because even when he struggles, he's still amazing. But you know what you get from Judge, right? Paul Goldschmidt has been amazing. Goldie's been a revelation. Those are kind of like the two top right, and you're missing that one other guy. And when you look at it, all season we kind of been like, well, who's it going to be, right? We wanted it to be Volpe. We all kind of prayed and hoped it would be Volpe. But excuse me, at this stage, we're looking at Volpe and kind of got to say, this is what he is. Like, this is who he is, and you can't really expect too much more than that. Like, could he go on a Linsanity run in the postseason? Maybe, but is that going to sway us to believe like that's what he's going to do for a whole season? No,
not at all.
DJ LeMahieu at this stage in his career, bro, like it's not going to happen. He's
starting a lot. Look, he is getting some pretty big hits still, and don't get me wrong, he's been a lot better than I ever expected he would be.
True,
but you still kind of see that ain't it. Like, this ain't a guy you want to run out there the age, exactly. It's like you still see the soft grounders. There is no speed there. We know that. On top of that, his defense at second base has gotten a lot worse.
And the defense has taken a step
no doubt
back.
about it.
The defense has taken a step back. So again, there's all of that. Now, he's not going to be that guy either. So then what are you looking for? Like, it's not Peraza. We know that already. Like, it's so then where are we really? When you look at it, it's like, so then where are we with it? It's not any of those guys. So now that means that you got to look to the market, and you got to look to the market for an impact right-handed bat, preferably second base or third base. Ideally, it's third base. I think having Jazz Chisholm playing second base, keeping him there is the best. It's the best iteration of our defense that we could come up with. And I don't think there's a reason for us to like push this dude to play out of position. Like, even though it's going to be a tough argument, right? People love to make that argument about how people hit depending on where they're playing. He's been a better hitter as a third baseman.
He has. I guess Simon proved me wrong on that one.
Yeah, he's been a hitter.
He has been better
as a third baseman, but I don't think those two are mutually exclusive. I don't know if you do. Like, I don't think the position.
No, I don't think
for
so.
a guy like Jazz, like with Glaber, I think it made all the difference.
I don't buy it with Jazz. You know why?
I don't buy it. Yeah,
Jazz has said he wants to play second base.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like that's he's playing third base. All of a sudden he's going off. I don't feel that way. And by the way, he is going off.
He is going off. He's
no doubt about that. His last 15 games hitting 358, 435 on base percentage, 547 slug, and I got the numbers pulled up right here. These are Jazz's numbers.
Yep.
And again, I mean, this is the guy that me and Francis were talking up quite a bit because I'll be honest, I was getting close to being like, damn, man, Jazz has been a letdown for me. But you see what we're doing here? We're continuing to talk about lefties. I'm right there with Francis. They need that right-handed hitter, and I agree with you. Again, I think it has to be a third baseman. As Steve Pena says, can we add a head coach in a trade? Throw in a GM too. Yeah, man, they ain't going nowhere,
this ain't
brother.
Football, you can't do that.
Yep, man, that's right. They ain't going nowhere though. Don't worry about that. But
a
lot of people look.
Place.
We've talked about it for a while. We talked about Geno Suarez as a potential guy, but Arizona's alive and well.
Yeah, they kind of been fighting after these injuries.
Yeah, they've actually done pretty damn good. If you look at it right now for the Diamondbacks, They are 8 games out of the division, but 3.5 back in a wild card. And let's be real here, folks. With the wild card expanding, you don't have to sell that quickly. And Arizona's a team that they've been in the playoffs. They know what it's like. They can get there. They know they can get there. They were in a World Series. So this is a team that can definitely get back there and say, if we just get in, see, they're a team that's different than the Yankees. They should be saying, if we just get in. Just get in.
It's a different market completely.
It's a different market, completely different than the Yankees.
One wild, like if you might be saying like, okay, if you're the Yankees, do you play for a wild card series? Fuck no. But if you're the Arizona Diamondbacks, you 1000% play for, even if it's just a wild card, even if it's just 2 fucking games. Like say they get swept in 2 games in the wild card series, they don't care. Like honestly, for where the trajectory of this season was, that would be a success. Like that would be a success for them.
Facts.
So if you're in the part of the leadership group with that team right now, and you're looking at these guys and saying, bro, we might be able to run, towards the end of the year and still be in the mix and maybe squeak in as a wild card team. And then whatever happens after that, bro, that's literally house money. But if we trade our way out of this predicament, that would suck for the guys in the room who have been fighting and really busting their ass to try to prove that, hey, like we still got a shot. Like give us a shot.
Yeah. No doubt about it. Mary Ellen Ford with a great super chat here. She says it takes 26 players to win. No one player can do it alone. Put players before your silly process. Practice fundamentals. Very, very true. And look, man, I'm really, really worried as we continue to talk about. I want to talk about some of the teams that are basically out of it now, and I'll let you guys decide on who could be available there. But I think as a Yankee fan, I am very concerned about one thing. I am very concerned about the Yankees stepping on their own feet again when it comes to postseason time, because we continue to see the same nonsense again and again and again. And, when they're playing decent ball, it's like, all right, cool. They're playing decent ball. They're doing good. They're hitting homers. They're fielding the ball. But when they start to falter a little bit, it's like every ugly head of theirs come out. Every red flag is like seen from outer space. You can see it all. And at some point, there's no other way of putting it, because the players have changed, but the coaching staff hasn't as much. And you got to continue to look at leadership when it comes to this. And this is another reason why I want to see Jazz go back to second base and they get a regular third baseman, because at least you're shoring up those positions. First base, you know what Goldie is, right? Center field, you know what Grisham has been, who could very well be an all-star this year. Right field, you know what Judge is. And then left field, you figure things out. You got Dominguez out there. You got Bellinger out there. You could also have Rice start a game at first base and mix some things up. The whole Dominguez thing, that's trust me, that we can have multiple shows on that all the time. It's still to me not being handled properly, but
what is there to say that we haven't already said on that?
That's what I'm saying, man. We've talked about this so much already, what it is, but as long as you shore up your infield, get a third baseman, have that defense there, does that mean that they're not going to have the issues on the base paths? No, but at least defensively, you're putting your best defense you could possibly have out there. By far.
I agree with you. I think I was thinking about it the other day. I was still in DR at the time, and I was listening to a post-game season live, but it wasn't too bad. I was having a pina colada while I did it.
Ooh, that's even nicer.
So I'm listening to you speak, and you were kind of referencing, it's the same thing. Like it's the same. These are the same Yankees. Like we've seen it before, kind of thing. And I was sitting there, and I was like, bro. I was like, why? Like, what is it though? Like, I feel like we always think like there's been a change, like maybe there's been a shift, maybe there's been everything. And I realized something, that throughout the Aaron Boone era of the New York Yankees, the Yankees have never changed.
No, not at all.
Yankees have never changed. And I want people to understand what I'm saying before you jump down my throat and start to say, wait, what are you talking about? Because we had different, listen to me first. The Yankees, this franchise, the team, they have not changed under Aaron Boone's regime. It may be different players. You may have different stars. You had a Juan Soto. You had a whatever. They don't. Yeah, I know. Still hurts. Still hurts, and he's coming alive now. So a lot of you people who were shit talking and hating and talking all that
I told
basura,
everybody, take
ahora
it
que,
easy.
ahora que, dime ahora, because he's a monster right now. He's killing it in June. And in 338, what is it? Some crazy number of home runs. Like
Yeah,
he's
we need
going
some of that in June.
absolutely nuts. But
we need some of that in June, I tell you.
I mean, it's crazy that he's getting hot in June, and the Yankees are like, yeah, we need somebody to get hot in June. But I'm telling you, you look at the teams over the years, 2018, 2019, 2020, it's the same team. It's the same type of team every single year, the same Achilles heel every single year. The only thing that changes is everything around the Yankees. That determines where the Yankees place. It's not really what the Yankees do. It has very little to do with how good or bad the Yankees are in any given year. The Yankees are what they are under Aaron Boone, and they've been that way from year one to now. They are what they are. The only thing that's going to determine what happens with them is everybody else. How strong or weak the American League is in any given year. And that's what determines where they place at the end of the year. So you'll have years like 2023 where they don't even make the playoffs, and you're like, how the hell is that possible? Aaron just got hurt, whatever. No, it's possible because the American League was competitive that year, and they got shit kicked out of them there. They got the shit kicked out of them by National League teams. They did not play games. They lost close games. They lost extra innings games. They didn't play good defense. They weren't a playoff team. 2022, they ran into the Houston Astros, got swept in 4 games. ALCS. Why? Because the Astros were still good and still better than them. What happened in 2024? The Astros completely fell. They collapsed. That was it. The Astros, as we knew them, were no more. Texas, no show completely. Just wasn't there. Boston, same thing. Not good. Bad. Okay. Tampa Bay, not great. Bad. Baltimore, choked. Same way they choked the year before. You can go down the list. The AL Central was probably the most formidable competitive division outside of ours, right? You had the Royals, you had the Cleveland, and neither team was good enough to dethrone the Yankees. But when the Yankees got placed against a team like the Dodgers in the World Series, what happened? What you just said. The red flags that you could see from space, the errors, the bad at bats, the bad pitching decisions, the bad bullpen moves, all of it started to happen. And people might sit there and say, "But I thought this would be different. I thought this would be different." No, it's not. It's
my biggest concern.
I'm at the point where I'm saying I don't know if it's ever going to be.
That's my
as long as
concern.
Cashman is at the helm, and it doesn't matter. People blame Boone, and we sit here and we do it, and we blame Boone also. At this point, it's more Cashman to me. It's always been more Cashman to me. And I think
he put him there.
Yeah, you could fire Boone tomorrow. Honestly, when people were saying that earlier this week, they were like fire Boone and stuff. I was like, okay, fire Boone, right? What do you think is gonna happen?
Same shit.
I hate that I'm agreeing with Michael Payne's sentiment here, but it's not wrong. They fire Boone tomorrow, and by Thursday of this same week,
they'll have another Boone.
They have Boone 2.0 sitting in there. It's not like they're going to fire him and they're going to go and get an old school traditional coach who's going to harp on fundamentals.
Never going to happen.
And have the team out there early in the morning.
They're too invested in what they do already.
Exactly.
With that process, they're too invested in that process. That shit ain't changing.
And they're not going.
Not at all.
You're right. They're not going away from it because whose process?
And
is
that's the
ultimately,
scary. That's the scary part. That's the scary part.
That's what I keep going back to. It's not Boone's process. Boone is the front man. He's the face. He's the one who has to sit there after every game and answer questions with the same stupid bullshit script that we've been listening to since 2018.
Yep.
So he gets the brunt of it. But in reality, this is not his project. This is not his mindset. This is not his plan.
No, it's Cashman's monster.
This is Cashman's
monster. He put it together.
Yes.
And that's it. Yeah.
Yes,
Marielle and Ford adds into this conversation. It's crystal clear that we need a manager that's a leader, establish boundaries with players, and a mentor for youth. And then also, too, I think she had another one here. Hope I didn't miss it. Here it is. We have had talent to win for years, but the common denominator is Boone. And again, this is not saying that, Mary Ellen's wrong. Me and Francis both agree. We'd rather Boone not be here. But the problem is we'd also rather Cashman not be here, and that there be a different philosophy moving forward with this team when it comes to their so-called process. As the Break Studio adds this is interesting. Listen to this stat right here that he just brought in here. The Yankees are now 118 and 121 in June, July, and August, the last 3 seasons.
118 and 121 in June, July, and August, the last
3 games under. They're 3 games under over the last 3 years and the months that they just seem to always suck under again, it's under this management, Aaron Boone, that it's always the same thing. And I just don't understand it. I don't fully get it. I can't pinpoint exactly what it is, but and the only thing I could pinpoint what it is. And some people are probably going to go, nah, you're nuts. And if you say I'm nuts, tell me what it could be then. I would love to know, because a trend is a season. Oh, no, not a trend. A trend's not a season. A coincidence is a season. A trend is when it's every damn year. And this is every year. I almost feel like it's that everybody is just too loose. And they just go about baseball and it's like, all right, whatever. It's almost my great quote. That should be world famous nowadays. The Yankees expect to win. They don't play to win.
They don't play to win.
It's almost the same thing. It's like your head's not in that game every day. Or it also goes along with the mentality of you got another day tomorrow.
Exactly. I mean, you said it not too long ago, where it's like, bro, we're listening to the post-game presser after the end of the World Series, and Aaron Boone is still sitting there talking like there's a game the next day. Like
What was the word he said he used?
I like their togetherness.
Being together with friends is what I like to do. Being together with friends, together the whole day through.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm telling you,
You're right. That's
the
exactly what he said.
That's the
exactly what he
mentality,
said.
and I agree with you. When you say it seems like everybody's like so loose, and I agree with you, and I feel like that is the clubhouse.
I just don't know what else it could be,
bro. But this is just observation. You're sitting there, you're calling every freaking game. We're watching all these games. I know everybody in this community is locked in the same way that we are. The majority of you guys are. How could you not see it? It's a very like free flowing, like, and I get it. Some people are going to say, well, what do you want, bro? It has to be like that. It's a long season. It's 162 games. We get that.
of course.
We understand that. What we're saying is it feels like there's just no accountability for the bullshit. And it's been
That's
that way
obvious now.
ever
I don't think
since this dude has taken over. And that was a clear distinction that the Yankees made. This was a clear choice that you guys
wanted
made.
that.
That's what you wanted.
And they've said it, by the way. I mean,
Exactly.
they've basically said it.
Yes.
Brian Cashman has, and again, maybe this is not the way he said it, but he basically said he wanted Boone to be a therapist.
Yeah.
He basically said he needed a manager that made the players comfortable.
Exactly.
Because they felt they were lacking that with Girardi. And again, a lot of times you bring up Girardi, and everybody goes, oh my God, they want Girardi back. No. Nobody's saying that. Nobody's saying that Girardi's the one that'll put this team over the top. Nobody's saying anything like that. I'm just saying the stark difference between the two is that, and the weirdest thing, even when it comes to there's nothing wrong necessarily with. We both said this before. I say it 100 times. I don't dislike Aaron Boone. My problem with not at all. Yeah, nobody cares about. I gotta dislike him. Nobody cares about that. The thing that bothers me about Boone is that it's okay, and I wish he did this more, because a lot of times people will go, yeah, but what would you expect him to say? Well, be fucking honest. That's all I ever say, and honesty has to go with accountability. If he can't be honest to the fan base that's watching the game, and he don't owe us a thing, don't get me wrong, he don't have to answer. He doesn't owe us nothing. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, when the manager sits there, and even when Aaron Judge was struggling horribly, and it was a post game that I watched, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah, it's like you don't have to lie.
There, and he's sitting there like they're asking him, well, with Aaron Judge slumping, well, is he? It's like, Boone, there's nothing wrong with saying
He's
it.
slumping in June. It's
D-Row said it. I was watching D-Row today on MLB Network. He said Aaron Judge is the greatest player on planet Earth, greatest hitter. But even he can go through a slump. There is nothing wrong with sitting there and going, hey, look, okay. Judge is, his timing's a little off right now. I think that's pretty clear. There's things he's working on. You are not doing nothing wrong. Aaron Judge even sat there after and was like, I gotta get certain things right. He knows it. He was striking out about 48% of his at-bats. That's a struggle. That's a slump.
And there's nothing wrong with admitting that.
Not
There's
at all. You're
nothing
not
wrong
throwing him under the
with
bus.
saying that. It's just Aaron
That's the
Boone
shit that just
has
pisses
shown,
me off.
of course, because he shows a reluctance to call out the obvious. He's reluctant to state the obvious, something that is clear as day in the numbers when you look at it. After a game, you just sat there managing the whole game, and you were there. You had a better seat than anybody, and you're sitting there saying, "No, I like the way." I mean, some guys hit the balls, the ball hard, and there were the at-bats were much better. What the hell are you talking about? After another loss, I mean, the Yankees were at a point where they dropped 6 of their last 7, and he's talking about, well, the at-bats look better and whatever. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. The team still looked flat. They still look bad. The defense still sucks. Like, the bullpen was still ass, and you're sitting there trying to fucking serve a big steaming hot pile of dog shit and tell people that it's a brownie. Like,
I hate that.
Why, bro?
It's like you look at an apple.
Yes.
They go, oh, yeah, it looks like an apple. No. Look closer. You're like, okay, yeah, it looks like an apple. No, it's not an apple. Hold on a second.
You say it might be a pineapple, brother. Are you sure?
Yeah, man, that's an apple.
You said, motherfucker, it's an apple. Okay? Like, what are we
I don't
talking about
know.
here?
I don't know. It's like, what are you doing to me? You're killing me over here. It's a friggin' apple, brother. Just call it what it is. But again, man, we're gonna see what happens with these Yankees this year. Hopefully, it's not. Hopefully it's very different than what the World Series showed us, and they don't have these damn brain farts that they have throughout the year. But Frank Cortez adds, and thank God the Yankees are waking up. But we really need a third baseman, another pitcher like Cruz to get to the World Series. So spot on with exactly what we're saying. And when you look around the rest of the league, I literally just took it off my screen. Let me get it pulled back up here. Here it is. When you look around the rest of the league, there's not many teams that are out of contention for real. I mean, look, Colorado's 25 games back in the wild card. That team ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh, 12 and a half back in the wild card.
Not
Miami and the Nationals, both 11 games back in the wild card.
Also not going anywhere.
The Athletics, 9 games back in the wild card.
Not going anywhere.
The White Sox, 15 games back in the wild card. And Baltimore, they're still
anywhere.
6.5 back. I don't think they'll do anything either. So when you look at all those clubs, it's kind of hard to, look around and say, what can they really offer us? What is something that we get that can make this team a lot better? Who is a really good, does any of these teams have a really good right-handed bat that can, pencil in this lineup day in and day out and make this lineup a whole lot better and dangerous in the postseason? Now, I know a lot of people in here are doubtful, and I'm there with you. I think it would be very hard for the Yankees to get Suarez, even if he was available, because Brian Cashman's the GM. I don't know if he'd give up what it takes, but there'll be a lot of teams that are going to be after a guy like Suarez, and they'd offer quite a bit for him. So Brian Cashman would have to be aggressive to make that type of move. I don't know if he would, but he would make the lineup everything that me and Francis talked about. Yeah. I mean, he would make them so much better that it'd be crazy.
It's not, I mean, bro, it's very rare that like you look out on a market and you say, shit, man, like this is exactly what we need in a guy, and it's available to us. Like, it's very, very rare. That doesn't happen too often. Now, the Yankees are in the unique position that this has kind of happened to them quite often. So for Yankees fans, it feels like this is a common thing, but I promise you it's not. Like, just ask Mets fans across town. Just ask Rangers fans. Ask Houston fans. Like, it's very rare that you have a need glaring in your lineup, and then the trade deadline comes and you have somebody available that fits and checks every single box. It's just not common. But for some reason, the Yankees have had the luck that they do have those people available to them most of the time, and they miss. They just miss.
Correct.
So if there is a world where Arizona falls out of it, and listen, I'm not the kind of guy that roots against teams, but I got to be honest with you guys. I can't lie to you.
You're rooting against them.
I have been hoping that Arizona just falls flat.
I'm pissed that they're winning. Like, I hate saying it because
if
there's an Arizona fan here, I apologize.
I'm sorry, yeah.
I want you fuckers to lose like every damn game. To be quite honest with you.
Because I feel like you guys will be back. Y'all got Ketel Marte, you got Corbin Carroll. You know what I'm saying? You'll get your pitching back and you'll be okay. But I feel like, just take this year off. just take this year off and trade us the boy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all probably not gonna re-sign him. Y'all know that. And guess what? Even if you are gonna re-sign him, trade him to us anyway, and then re-sign him in the offseason. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if we're gonna re-sign him.
fine.
I doubt it. I mean, we got George Lombard making his way up the ranks. I doubt it. But it's literally a rental. That's what we need. So I'll be honest with you. I'm kind of rooting for him to take a little nosedive here. I'm just saying, like, have a
Oh, I am.
real bad 2 weeks of baseball and just make it real clear abundantly to the. And guess what? Here's the crazy thing about baseball, right? As good as they are, we said it earlier. Obviously, the front office is going to try and let them play it out, but they're in a situation where they're it's in no man's land. Like, I don't see Arizona adding at the deadline. As good as they've been playing since the injuries, I don't see them adding at the deadline because that would just be irresponsible fiscally.
Isn't it one of those things where it's like, are we really a contender or a pretender here? Like,
exactly.
We got to decide here. Like, yeah, it's cute to not say it in June. You don't have to say it now because you're showing your hand. You can sit there and keep saying, no, we're in this, we're in this, we're in this, we're in this. And July 25th comes around. It's like, yeah, let's start picking up that phone because this ain't cute.
I would say like, yeah, like July 20th, July 21st. Like, this is the time where, so I feel like right now it's hard, right? And I think, and you did a good job at, picking the teams who you could make a decision right now. Like, okay, these are the teams.
There could be other clubs too.
Call. But there's also clubs that are on the fringe, right? And Arizona is one of those clubs to watch, right? You got about a month, like literally a month from now. So Arizona's got a month probably to prove to the front office that they should not sell away a guy like Eugenio Suarez or look to move a reliever or something like that. Like, they've got a month to prove that. Because again, I don't see them adding, but a vote of confidence, a vote of belief in that team would be not trading anybody away from them either. And I think that's what those guys in the clubhouse are kind of hoping for. Like, best case scenario, man, we force their hand and they can't get rid of anybody in this room because they got to let us see it through. But if they play badly over the next month, I think that there's a possibility. And if there is, then Cashman needs to do his job and needs to make, he needs to make Eugenio Suarez to the Yankees a reality, because again, the guy fits like a glove. What the Yankees are missing, what they're needing, he fits it like a glove.
They'd have to be overly aggressive. I mean,
no, you're right.
You got to beat everybody to him.
Teams. Yeah, there's going to be a couple teams.
You would have to legitimately beat everybody to him and just make sure that you're ahead of everybody.
Right now, no, I don't know. We'll be able to do this on the spot because I've been thinking this time. Like, I'm like, okay, but who off the top of my head do I know is also going to be interested in third base? But the thing about him,
Philly,
is that it's not even just third base though. A lot of teams can look at him just as a DH.
As a DH,
they might say, "Oh, we can improve our DH situation if we bring this guy."
Think if it's a team that struggles with offense a little bit, that goes, "Look, man, we can add this guy in there. We put him in there as a DH, and your club's a whole lot better. You don't got to worry about the defense woes." Yep. He's not the greatest defensive third baseman, so there is a little bit of a downside there when it comes to it. But
there's a bigger market for him as a DH, actually.
Exactly, there would likely be one. I think for him, let's be honest. For him, everybody knows it's the bat. Everybody cares about the bat. You want to put that bat in your lineup, and that's all there is to it. Corinne says, interesting effect of extended playoffs is reducing the number of teams willing to sell at the deadline. Indeed, it's always been something like that when it comes to the deadlines now, is that every team feels that they could get in. And look, if you're one of these, smaller market clubs and you could get in and you get additional revenue, yeah, you want that. You want the additional revenue of those couple of games that you might be able to get to. I mean, that's something that you would want. So it is going to be interesting. Again, I really hope. All I can hope is this, and I'm going to keep talking about this, and I'll keep saying this until we get to July 31st, 24-hour stream, and all that fun stuff that Jira just said. By the way, Corinne will be at NYU Day. Hey. Yes, indeed, our good friend Corinne will be there, and she continues to break out of her shell, and I got a feeling she might be the craziest of everybody here at the U. But anyway, we'll see. We'll continue to see Corinne continue to break out of her shell and have a great time with the rest of the community. But I just don't want to hear nothing about money this time around. You were just going to give Juan Soto $705 million, whatever the hell the number actually was. Yeah, you went out and picked up Max Fried. Good move. Bellinger's been a good move. Everything that you guys have done in the offseason has seemed to pretty much check off the mark here and be a good move. Yarbrough, a late pickup. It worked. You know what that's telling me? Keep doing it because something's working this year. Like,
Exactly.
keep adding, please.
Exactly.
Don't give us this nonsense of, no, I think they're good. And I know some people panicked when Boone was like, I mean, Louis Hill would kind of be like a deadline pickup. Well, he would be, to be fair. I mean, he's not wrong about that.
It's the first time they're not wrong about that shit, though.
What pitcher are you picking up that's going to be better than Louis Hill if he's healthy? That goes into your rotation.
Exactly. It's the first time though that they said that it's been correct. That's the problem is that, bro, fans have PTSD from hearing that statement about bullshit.
Because they say it about jerk off players. Let's be honest. They say it about jerk offs.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, Josh Donaldson could go down and be like, oh, but we'll get Josh Donaldson back. And that's like a trade deadline. Shut the fuck up. Like, ain't nobody checking for Josh Donaldson at his $55K a month mansion. All right? With the squirrels.
Oh,
All
that's
right, we didn't
wild,
care.
bro. I like to live with the squirrels. I live with the squirrels.
I read that story and I said immediately, I was like, I know one guy who wouldn't mind that, man.
No, I wouldn't sue Jira would have left me. But I'd have lived with the squirrels. I live out there. Squirrels love me. They love Pete.
Listen, man.
What do you hear? You're gonna see him, but there ain't no fucking way this squirrel just walked up to him and just taking food out of his hand. Yeah, they love me. They're my good friends. I got Chuck. Chuck comes to my door daily. It's my brother Chuck. I love Chuck. I live with the squirrels, damn it.
Little Chuck action.
I don't know, man. We'll see what happens. We got quite some time, folks. You guys know where to tune into right here at the U, baby. Francis, by the way, can I ask you something?
Sure.
What's your thoughts on the NYU studio next year? I didn't get a chance to talk to you guys about it. I mean, but I told everybody Francis is a big part of this. He knows. He's been planning all this with me. So
yeah. No. Obviously, I'm very excited. I think. Listen, man, this is the next natural step for NYU.
Big step, big risk.
It's a very big step. It's a big risk. I know a lot of times you guys don't believe it, but this is a small business, and these things, these steps, they're not easy, and they come with risk, and there's always a little bit of worry and a little bit of belief necessary. But I think that this is going to be something that's going to be huge for NYU, and I think the biggest beneficiaries of it is going to be you guys, the community, because you guys love the content that we put out when we're sitting in the same room. I mean, when we do a game season, we've done the game season here from my house or whatever, and you guys, the responses that we see in the chat, the vibes, I mean, it's amazing. And to be able to deliver that to you guys and then even expand it, because, being closer, being here, like now it expands it to like, who can be around, who can, be invited, who can, guest on the podcast or guest the game season, stuff like that. Like the possibilities are so endless. Yeah. So it's a leap of faith, but we are people of faith here at NYU, and that's what we do. So I'm very excited. My thoughts are complete and utter excitement. I almost can't wait for next season to be here, bro. I just know we're gonna have such a fucking time at that. A
whole lot of excitement because March and April next year is gonna be wild because we are going to the WBC.
Yes, sir.
That's already been in the plans and locked in. We will be at the WBC, so it won't be regular Yankee coverage because I'm sorry, nobody gives a poot about spring training when the WBC is around, because if Rob Manfred did something correct, it was the WBC. The World Baseball Classic is friggin' awesome, man. I love
it's gotten better every year.
WBC. It gets it just gets better.
It's better every
single year. And I'm so excited for it, man. I'm excited for all the teams involved. I'm excited that we're all going to be there having a great time, vlogging that thing and going live with everybody at night. And, oh, man, it is going to be really, really exciting.
And this is the vibe, hopefully NYU in Miami. I mean, you can't.
That too. Hopefully we may have some on-field footage. There's a real possibility with that. Yeah. We're working on that with a couple of people that we know.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. But we're working on some of that. And then right after that, we're moving right into the studio.
Yep.
Which may not be ready, by the way. May not be ready to start the year. But it will be in April. Like most of that stuff, April, early May, the latest. But that's even me pushing it. It should be April.
It'll be a work. Listen, it might be a work in progress. I mean, these things normally are, but at the end of the day, the moment that we're there and we're starting to push the content out and produce the content from this place or whatever, I mean, I feel like we're gonna hit the ground running. Like we're
Oh, no
really
doubt.
are. It's gonna be special.
It's gonna be amazing because
Yeah.
it's not like I don't think people truly understand because like, yeah, why can't you just pop on camera? No, camera's cool. We can do this for a
We-
long time and
We
no
do
doubt
this.
about it.
Yeah. Tons of people
Yeah.
do it. Tons of people do.
Tons of people do this stuff
Ocho
all the
Cinco
time.
and Shannon Sharp, the nightcap, like this. They do.
Yeah.
This is their same exact what oh, I lost the word. Setup, I guess. Yeah. I was thinking, I don't know what the hell's going on, but it's the same exact setup, same thing, same formula, right? It's plenty of podcasts doing it, but listen, man, we're not we're not anybody else. It's NYYU, bro. I mean, we want the best, and we want the best because of you guys. Like, we want to give you guys the best possible content that we could give you. That's humanly possible for us to give you. And I think this is the next natural step. Like, you want to give them the best, okay? Then this is the next thing that you guys can do. So we're gonna fucking try to do it, man. And
No, we will. Lorenzo, this actually, to be fair, and this is not giving anything away, but with me being where I am now and not being closer to New York, which we'll be right there, it is gonna open a door to us having guests for game season. And I'm not talking about we're getting, Joe Schmo from this other show. Hopefully we'll have some, players and former players and, popular people in entertainment and things like that we have a little bit of association with. But there's a lot of really, really good things that we're working on that's just going to be really, really exciting because let's be honest here, guys, the players are here when it comes to me, Francis, Kev, Jira behind the scenes. We got the group, we got the core. Now it's just expanding upon that. And the craziest thing that has never been able to be done before, we have never been able to really always be in New York together. The expansion of NYYU in the city is about to go through the roof. So
it's a fact.
I'm really excited. I'm excited.
Good things have happened. Good things have happened when we're all together and we're spending time in the city.
Oh, it's going to be great.
Good things have happened every single time. So
we're going to need your guys' help.
Oh, for sure.
Like I said before, we're going to need your guys' help. There's going to be some things. And again, look, Francis knows this. I struggle with this. A lot of you that are very close to me have told you, Pete, the community got you. They always got you. I'm trying to figure out how we're going to do some of this stuff because I do want to do like a founder's wall. I talked about this of getting, a nice plaque created of like the top 10 names that helped us get some of this stuff established. I want to do stuff like that. I don't know how to do it. So probably I'm going to ask the Discord and say, what do you guys think is best? Because there's certain things that I really don't like to do, but we're not looking for like an investor to come on board right now and say, hey, I need, we don't want to do anything like that. We want to keep it us until we really get to where we want to be. And we have a lot of control still and all that stuff. I never would want to move off NYYU to somebody else. That's never going to happen. I wouldn't allow it to happen. So we'll figure out how that would work and how that would look. By the way, we got 2 of those people already. The 2 main people who are helping us with this entire move. That's already locked in. But that founder's wall, I think, is a pretty cool opportunity for somebody to say, hey, man, I helped in this process to get these guys there. And, I put a little something into that. I like that. The founder's wall for NYYU, our very first studio.
I like the plaque idea because we can bring it with us.
Correct. We could take the plaque when we move to the next one. We can take the plaque and
the
boom,
bigger one. We can bring the plaque, and it will be something that's never forgotten. It's immortalized almost.
Yep.
It's like the beginning of our own little monument park, right? I think if you
and we're gonna have a Hall of Fame too. By the way, that's something else we're gonna have.
Exactly. So I think the plaque is a good way to go. I actually have some experience in doing stuff like that. So
I know you do.
If that's the route that we go, we'll have a nice plaque. And I don't know, man. I'm just excited because there's so many ideas, so many conversations that we've had and shit. Like, it's like sometimes you want to just give everything away, but it's like we can't. Like, I want people to see it. I don't want people to see it in their head of how they think we're saying it. Like, no, I want you to see it. Like, we have great freaking ideas. The studio is gonna be absolutely amazing. And
the one thing about me, man, is that I will never let that thing open if it's not perfect. If it's not perfect. If there's a little thing I see, I'm like, yeah, no. That needs to be done. That needs to be changed. We got to do this.
And exactly.
I am quite the pain in the ass when it comes to that stuff, but I like things perfect. So
it's gonna be perfect.
Wait a second. Before we sign off here, guys, we got to do Smash or Pass. Throw me some options, folks. Throw me some options on the smash and pass. You guys, I know William Henry the Freak is in the chat, so he'll tell us some. But really quickly,
he's been in there.
Alan Winans making his debut tomorrow for the Yankees against Nick Lodolo, the lefty. Game 2 of the series with Cincinnati, Carlos Rodon, Nick Martinez. Game 3, Max Fried against Brady Singer. Let me tell you something. Based off the matchups, game 1 is a little who knows? But by the way, Alan Winans has been really friggin' good. Really, really good. The kid got good stuff. So I'm actually excited to see him tomorrow. Yeah. And then the games 2 and 3. Come on, Rodon versus Martinez and Fried versus Singer. That favors the Yankees quite a bit.
Yeah. So you should. This is a series that, again, it's favorable that the Yankees need to handle business, man.
My man William Henry says Susan Waldman.
I've done this one already, though. I think I've said it live. Y'all know me. Y'all know Francis don't discriminate now. I like Susan. I like Susan a lot.
Anything else? Anybody else out there? Anybody else besides Susan Waldman right here? I don't even want to answer this. She's been a part of my life for so long. I feel like that's my other mom.
Big smash. I'm sorry. Oh man, when we go, I might have to have a smash.
Yo, I could say something so bad right now, but I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna do it, man.
This is gonna be so much fun.
No way. No, I'm not gonna do it.
You better not. I've been good this whole episode. You said don't sing it because I ain't
gonna sing it. I can't. No,
don't make it. I'll sing it. I'll sing
Lorenzo.
Song.
Nah, Lorenzo, that's too easy. He says Sierra Santos. What are you, nuts?
You know how Pete feels about that woman. Come on now. Better stop it.
You can't do Sierra Santos. That's insane. Ain't no way. You can't. Nobody. Come on.
That's an obvious smash. What about what's her name? I think it's
Corinne said Marjorie Taylor Greene. I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna pass all day.
I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay with. I think I'm okay actually. That might be my first pass in this game.
Yeah, that's a pass for me, man.
That might be my first pass.
I think that is your first pass. Damn.
It is. Yeah. Sorry, Marjorie.
Yeah, that's 100%. William Henry said, "What is this? The political ones? Hillary Clinton." I ain't smashing because I might be missing the next day or two afterwards. I ain't doing it.
Hillary Clinton is my second pass of the smash or pass game.
I'm gonna be nice here.
That's quite the easy one for me, bro.
You're a great woman. I never say nothing wrong about you. I promise. Ever in my life.
All right.
What else we got here? You got one?
What about Melissa McCarthy?
Hold on a second. Melissa McCarthy.
Yes.
Melissa.
Because I feel like we always go like older women or whatever. Like, no, let's go a little bit younger.
Can I get a picture of her?
Google it. Melissa McCarthy.
Melissa. Okay, the American actress.
She was in that movie. I think it was Identity Theft.
I know
Jason Bateman.
What the fuck? Why?
Hey. Smash or pass, man. Show the people now.
Hold on. All right, let me get a picture here. Hold on. Here we go. All right, let's get a good picture. We got to get a good picture of Melissa McCarthy here.
He said she's hilarious, but come on now. I'm saying, hey, it's the name of the game, man. You can't make it easy now.
All right, here we go.
Edmund. Hey, let's see it in the chat. I like
chat.
Nicole Kidman is a
Johnny Rip said she's fun, I bet.
She's fun, I bet. Oh, she's funny, all right. I know that.
Yeah, she probably would be fun, I'll be honest with you.
Oh, she's funny. She's a whole lot of fun.
Yo, Jocko said there is no good picture of her, Pete.
That's not true now. Come on. It's Hollywood, man. They make a good picture out of anybody. Come on now.
All right, what are you going with, Frank? What are you? Frank's is gonna be a smash. I know this guy's a dog over here.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Today has been the day of the passes. I'm a pass.
You passing?
I'm passing. Yeah, I don't know. There's a unique quality there that I'm not into. I don't know what it is. Can't put my finger on it. She is very funny though.
Pete Mancuso said pass out.
Oh, Jane Fonda, don't play with me, Mary Ellen. Jane Fonda is a big smash for me. That's a capital S smash. Oh, we back. Oh, we back.
I'm gonna have to pass.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Medina
have
got
to
a good one.
pass.
Medina got a good one. Sigourney Weaver. I think that's a good one. Sigourney Weaver. I think that's a good one.
That
All
is
right,
a good one.
wait, time out.
That's
time
a good
out.
one.
Pause. All right. Are we talking Sigourney Weaver like
Now.
or like Sigourney Weaver
It's got to be now, right?
during the, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, during her Aliens days, hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because hell
Of
yeah.
course.
I mean, hell yeah. That's an obvious, you know.
You bet your ass, Stephanie.
Oh, I'm your genetic jackhammer.
Genetic jackhammer. Yeah, that's no doubt about it. That would be a smash. Now, you know
okay,
what?
now I don't know what she looks like now.
I
Can you
don't
find a
care.
picture of
I
her
don't
now?
care. I don't care. I'm not gonna be ageist. I'm still gonna say a smash.
Hey, let's get it.
I'm not gonna be ageist, damn
He's
it. All
getting into the
right.
grandmas, ladies and
Kai
gentlemen. I'm
Malay says
finally
I can't
converting
be
them.
picky. At this point, it's been 5 years.
Oh my god. Wow, Kyle, my
We
brother.
gotta hook Kyle up. We gotta hook Kyle up for real.
Kyle, my brother. There's certain things we don't super chat.
I mean, that's the second. That's by the way, that's the second time he super chatted that. He's like begging somebody, like some
I think
lonely lady
he's
in
putting
the
himself
chat.
out. This might be.
He's putting feelers out there. Is what
I
he's
think
doing.
this could be a tactic. You know what?
Yeah, he's putting feelers.
I respect the game, Kyle. Actually, I wasn't familiar with your game. I see what you're doing now, Playboy. I see it.
Wow. Gwen Stefani.
Ah, easy smash.
Yeah, that's an easy. That's definitely an easy.
That's
smash.
easy. Yeah. She's
All right, folks.
actually I don't know unless she fell off a cliff recently, and I don't know.
I don't think she has. No, I don't think she has. No way. No, I think that's.
way. What about Amanda Bynes? Britney Spears.
Hell no,
Right now.
no. Pass. I am running through a fucking wall to get away.
You mean the knife dance doesn't do it for you? You know,
Pass.
you don't like it. You don't like
Pass.
with the knife. You don't.
Pass.
Hey man.
Big passes left and right. Jira tries to show me her videos. I'm like, I really don't want to see this. I don't want to see
I get
this.
uncomfortable just seeing it. Honestly, I get uncomfortable just like looking at it. I'm like, bro, this is sad. This is
Nah, man.
I mean, she was Jira. You're not wrong. There was a time. Let me tell you. Now, but you go back into the young years of Francis Lee. I mean, watching them Britney Spears videos and get me a little excited. But
Hey,
these days, watching Britney Spears videos get me a little scared, a little afraid. You know what I'm saying?
Lindsay Lohan's a smash. Lindsay Lohan. Oh, she's gotten a lot better. She moved away from everybody, and now you see Lindsay Lohan. You're like, damn, you look like your old self, but even better. Lindsay Lohan's a smash.
You know what? You're right, though. She is one that's gotten better with age.
A lot better. I'll show you.
She is one that's gotten better with
I'm
age.
gonna prove it, damn it.
Johnny Riv said Lizzo. Oh, the new Lizzo, the new and improved Lizzo. Still a pass for me, but
There you go. Come on now. Come on now.
she looks good. She looks
Yeah,
good.
she looks great. She looks great. God bless her.
God
God bless you, Lindsay Lohan. God bless. Got a life together. God bless her. Not everybody does that.
Not everybody can do that.
Not everybody can do that.
That's
God
not
bless her.
Not easy.
Go lock the destroyer.
Oh, that's a big pass.
I gotta bring up Gorlock.
That's a pass if you can get past her, because she might be able to block the doorway. You might have some trouble getting past. It's bad.
Yeah, Gorlock.
Oh my god!
Let's go, Gorlock. Let's go, Gorlock.
Oh my god! Yo, bro, why, bro? She's built like an oversized paintbrush.
Choco said, I wonder what her gag reflex is.
Bro, clearly she don't have a gag reflex. You think you can get that big with a gag reflex? I don't think it's possible, my brother. Like, what are you talking about?
What the fuck is that?
She don't got no gag reflex? You kidding me? Come on. Oh, Silva was good. Silva said Miley Cyrus.
Oh man, I'm so friggin' done, bro.
Miley's pretty, but actually,
wait a second. Is Gorlock a dude?
I mean, it wouldn't shock me if she was.
Bro, I feel like Ace Ventura.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you. I did not know that was a dude, but okay, all right. I mean,
that thing. Oh my God.
damn, that
I feel like
makes,
Ace Ventura. Down.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, listen, man, y'all do what y'all want. That makes it even worse for me. I'm sorry. Hey, I'm sorry.
Thank God. Thank the Lord. Nobody here said smash.
Oh,
Thank the
they
Lord.
would never be able to show their face back in this community.
Gorlock. Now that I know Gorlock's a dude, I love you, Gorlock. Go and you look. Gorlock went out there and made like herself famous. God bless him. God bless you, Gorlock. Good for you. Go enjoy yourself. Go have a good time.
Finkel is Einhorn. The
Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel.
Einhorn is Finkel.
I'll never forget it. Oh, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to dip on out of here. What an episode again of the Designated Spittaz. Again, guys, all rise in the morning, 11 a.m. Hear your guys' voicemails. Have a fun little conversation. But with that being said, Francis, take us on out of here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yo, listen, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. I know a lot of people are watching Game 7 in the NBA Finals. I mean, it's been kind of a joke to me. I would rather watch DS, but
I thought it was the finals today. I thought it was.
It's Game 7, but they manufactured that shit. Anyway, listen, to each their own. All right. They're going to be there later. They're going to watch the pod. They're going to be mad that they missed it. That's your problem. For those of you who are here, though,
Agreed.
I like you. I love you. I want some more of you. So please tell a friend to tell a friend to tell their grandmother to like and subscribe to NYY Underground, the best in Yankees coverage and in the world, baby. There's not anybody. There's no competition. The competition is us, and we're on our own side. So keep it locked and stay tuned because the next episode will, in fact, be the best episode. And I can't wait to be saying that in person.
Oh, that's going to be nice. Saying all those things in person. A big old studio is going to be beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, we will never come whack on a Designated Spittaz track. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, peace out. Catch you guys later.
Yeah, stretch me out of man, let it drip.